Welcome back to another video on LTV, and today we're joined by a special guest. We got Pedro, man. How you doing, man?
All good, man. How about you?
Lovely. I feeling lovely. Well, not really, to be honest. After the news of today, Lord have mercy. Like Liverpool are in for Alexander Isak.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro,
Top striker. In my opinion, best striker in the Prem so far this season. Well, last
you
season.
really?
I know it sounds like a crazy show, but honestly, in terms of being a all-rounded footballer in the striker
Mm,
position, a goal
mm.
poacher, target man, he could dribble. I mean, the guy is friggin' what, 6'4", moving like
Yeah,
a
he's like six
five,
three or something.
moving
Yeah,
like a 5'8", 5'6"
yeah,
midfielder. It's
yeah.
crazy work.
He's a
He,
baller.
he can finish, his touch, everything, his vision, IQ. He understands his role in the team and the position so well. He for me he's been top five strikers in the Prem this season. And he ain't five, he ain't four for sure.
Oh, 100%. No, 100. I
He's
think
a baller.
I think he's been probably people will say Holland because Holland does score a lot of goals.
Yeah,
But he might not, stylistically look the best on the ball. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But Holland is a bagsman. We all know that
mhm,
man has quality. He knows
yeah,
he has the IQ to know where to be at the right time at all times. So
yeah.
we gotta
Most
give Holland his
definitely,
fairness. But for
most
me,
definitely.
Isaac is my kind of player. I agree with you. I
Yeah,
like those kind of strikers, all round kind of strikers that could get drop deep, get involved in the play, and they can get in the
correct.
box and finish. And Isaac's finishing. Woo! Let me
Telling you,
tell you, boy. Yo,
telling you, he's a
listen, man.
baller.
He be scoring some rockets, big wow, some
He's a
rockets.
baller.
He is a baller. But
He's a baller.
the price that's being quoted is
Mm.
120 to 150 million. No, like what we just said, he's as a quality player. He has this, he has that. But is he worth 120 to
No,
150 million?
no,
You
not
really you
no.
don't think so?
No, because for one, obviously the price tag is because it's Liverpool asking for it.
Mm,
We seen his career. Well, those who've been tracking him came from La Liga. He's from Sweden, so he's Somalian by
yeah, I think he's descent. I think he's Somalian
ethnicity
descent or
descent.
something.
Right,
Or something like that.
comes from Sweden. Came from Real Sociedad in La Liga.
Mm.
Great stats there. Came to Newcastle immediately.
Hit the
Started
ground
right
running.
off the blocks. He had like hit the first season was not injuries and slow to start, but
Yeah,
once he was comfortable, goal after goal, he was
balling.
bagging, balling. So of course I could understand why Newcastle would try to benefit as much as they can from it
And he
because
won them their first trophy in their history, like in their first like 70
exactly.
years or something like that.
Exactly. He's their
Yeah.
main striker. They don't have anybody else up top that's really doing what he's doing. So I can see where they put the price tag, but 150 million, that's a crazy ask.
It is crazy, but
That's a crazy, crazy ask. For me, I would say I wouldn't go past 75 for him, mainly because
75.
I'll explain why. Like I said, he's a player. You're not
Okay.
just investing in any striker. He's
Mm,
proven himself in the Prem. He came from La Liga to Prem, a league which is widely renowned to be the most physical, difficult, fast-paced league of the big five leagues in
mm,
Europe.
mm.
So not everybody's able to come into the Premier League and just start right off the block. It
Yeah.
Some people take time, some people don't ever get it together and then they leave. But he came and he said, I'm here and I'm here to stay.
You're here
You're
to
not
stay.
doing nothing to me. I'm not
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
So I would if I were a manager and I'm looking for a striker that's actually going to create goals himself and also put them in the back of the net,
Mm.
I would be, putting forward the money that he is worth. And I honestly think he's worth anywhere between 60 to 75 million. 80 million max. Only because he's what? Mid 20s? He's like
I think he. I
26.
think he's like. I think he's like 25
Yeah.
or
He's
so.
like he's like 25, 26. So basically these are his prime years,
There are
right?
his. There is premieres, but
Exactly. So we're seeing him in his prime right now,
yeah.
and this is what his first ever trophy cabinet. It-
I did he win a trophy at Real Sociedad? Like one
That's what
one
I'm saying.
Copa del Rey?
I don't remember ever seeing ever. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I don't think he won the Copa. I did he? I don't know.
I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna speak on it too much. But
Mm,
I feel like he would. There's more that we need to see
mm.
for him to be worth 150 million, even worth 100 million. He would him going to Liverpool would then see how much he could really be worth in the future or while
Mhm.
he's at Liverpool if that signing does, hit pen to paper. But 150 million, no. He's not worth 150 million. No.
Okay, but then what do you say? We'll get into this. There's more news that came out today. It all made sense. But what do you say to Liverpool fans? Not Liverpool fans, Newcastle fans that are saying, okay, we paid, I think they actually paid 60 to 70 million for him from Real
Right.
Sociedad, right?
Hmm.
So he's definitely repaid that money, 100%.
Right.
So what do you say to the Newcastle fan that's saying, why would we sell him for the same price that we got him for? Why not try and get him like 90 to 95 million at least, or at least 100 million? Why not?
Okay. So I didn't know what his price tag was before.
Hmm.
So knowing that his price tag was literally that, then
Yeah.
I could understand even more the 150 million. I still wouldn't say go for the 150 million because that's still a
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
But the 100 million mark, I
Maybe.
would I you know that's
Yeah, I
not
can understand that.
I
Like,
could understand that, but
yeah.
150 though,
150 is crazy money. Like that is,
that's that would put him right under Neymar because Neymar went for 200 mil.
yeah, it's Neymar, Mbappe, and then it would be him, probably.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because what Chelsea has 300 million
Yeah, they signed
players,
Caicedo for 115. They
right?
signed Enzo for 105.
And Modric was 100.
Yeah. But oh wait, Verts is also at Liverpool and he went there
What
for 100,
100?
120 million or some shit like that.
Right. See, so 150 no, but 100, 120 cool, maybe, but 150
Like,
no.
bro, imagine Liverpool get Isak, Wirtz, they have Frimpong, they
Uh,
have Kirkez.
Kirkez. And then
Oh, like it's
then they have the cleanup of Gravenberch and McAllister.
McAllister as well, and they have the squad depth with Gagpo. They have the
Exactly.
depth. They have what they
Eh,
need, bro. It's looking spooky from like as a Manchester United fan, as we are.
mhm.
Oh, it's not
They
looking good.
they will be looking for a replacement winger soon, or at least a rotation, because of course I don't, you saw the reports of how Luis
Luis
Diaz, his
Diaz, yeah,
future. It's possible that he can move. He just turned down the bid from Bayern
Bayern,
Munich, but
yeah,
his place at the club is still questionable because it's likely that he's looking for a move. So they're more than likely going to look into a winger soon for now. But honestly, right now, between Liverpool, Manchester City,
even
even
Arsenal. You even have to say Arsenal. You have to say Arsenal. As weirdly as it sounds, yes, they didn't win
I mean,
nothing,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Arsenal are always up there. They're
yeah.
always
They have
they
been.
are.
This is what third season in a row they got top three, top two.
This would be yeah. It would be third season in a
Yeah,
row.
three
Yeah,
seasons in a row they got Champions League position back to back, and they finished top two.
yeah.
I mean, at the Arsenal, but even
Chelsea
Chelsea,
as well. Yeah,
Chelsea's the youngsters are starting to take control. They're starting to lead the game. Is no longer looking to a seasoned veteran to to seek advice or pick up, learn from.
yeah.
Palmer's doing the job,
Palmer
and his
is announcing it. He announced himself to the world in that final. Like,
and that Chelsea squad, and even the players on the bench, who coming off an injury and whilst not recovering, like Romeo Lavia. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry to see Reece James hurt again, but even him when he came back, you got Cucurella. He has his days where he's inconsistent, but he's still doing his job.
he's
That
been
Chelsea
he's been good
squad,
though. He's been really good recently. Like,
exactly. And then
recently he's been really
the
good.
two strikers that they just bought to replace Jackson, because I mean,
Delap and Joe Pedro both are quality.
quality,
They're
and they're
both
both
quality,
young.
and
They're
they're
both young.
it,
Delap's still
it's
Delap is what, 22, just turned
yeah.
22.
He's 22.
Jao Pedro is what, 25 or so, something
He's
like that.
23.
20. See,
Palmer's
they're
22 as well. It's
I'm telling you,
and they have
it's
Esteval coming in. They have Esteval, so
he's 18. He comes in
he's now
September.
going to come in as well.
He's now coming in. They
Angel
the
Santos, they had
stand
from Salzburg, the little
right.
young Brazilian, the 21-year-old.
The
He's
kid
coming in
from
as well.
Sporting, he's coming in as well
Yes,
next
yeah,
season because he's
yes.
17.
And they have
Chelsea,
Esugo. They just bought a midfielder named Esugo or something. That was like 20
correct.
years old. That's could be backup to
So
Lavia. Or oh my days, bro. It's
Chelsea. Before we were looking at Chelsea signings as if they're just spending money for fun and
yeah,
nothing was happening because they weren't producing any results. But
yeah.
no. now we're actually seeing the process of, okay, it's starting all to make sense, and we see why it's so much money that they're putting into these players,
It's
and
working.
they're producing. They
It's
won the
working.
Conference League. They just won the FIFA World Cup against a PSG side who
That
everybody
everybody
had as
thought
a
would
favorite.
just everybody
Exactly.
thought.
And that just goes to show you that football plays on the day is unpredictable,
Mhm.
because we saw the Champions League. We saw how Inter beat Barcelona. We saw how PSG beat Inter for fun, 5 love.
Five
And
nil,
then Chelsea comes and beats PSG
3-0.
3-0. Walk in the park.
They absolutely wiped them. By the way,
They did. They
they
did.
completely just. I don't want to hear
They
anybody say
did.
anything. Like fair play to Chelsea for real. Like they
They did.
they did their thing, bro. I can't even like. But back to the main point here.
Yeah.
There's more news that Ekitike now. Now, this is the
Newcastle.
interesting part. Now, Liverpool are saying, if you don't want to give us Isak, we're gonna buy your number one target. We're gonna take Ekitike from you if you don't give us Isak. That's basically what Liverpool are saying, and that's so much power. They have the power to do that. Like
They
they won
do.
the league, so they can say, "All right, we are league winners." So if you
Mhm.
don't want to give us Isak, you know what? Come at Ekitike. You can come to the
Mhm.
league winning side and show your worth. And
They
who's to
do.
say they can't go for Isak next year? Have both of them.
Exactly. But
Who's
the
to say?
crazy thing is, I this might be a crazy shout, but if you look at both strikers, they're technically almost the same style of
Yeah,
player.
yeah. No,
They
they're the same player almost.
exact. They're literally the same. Slim, tall, quick, can dribble,
Yeah, can dribble.
can drop, pick up the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah,
They can do everything in that striker
yeah.
position. They can go out wide and cut in. They can do it all. So I mean, either team is getting a steal, really and truly. They're getting a baller.
You're getting a bowler.
All we would be waiting for is to see how well they do in the prem for that team if they fit the system, because you know the expectations are going to be high.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. But for Isak's case, I think he has a little bit less pressure because he's been in the
Yeah,
Prem already, and
exactly.
all for him is just he's just going to a better team. So he's just gonna get more chances and
Yeah,
more opportunities to score. And
yeah.
that Newcastle team is not a joke, by the way. It's not like
It
that team
isn't.
is not a good team and they can't
They
do
just
anything, bro.
they
Like
just bought Elanga.
they just bought Elanga for 50 million, and to add to what they were playing Murphy on the right wing and finished fourth in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Like, they're in the Champions League next season, and they're
If
gonna look to
yep.
push and be in that Champions League spot again next season. So, and they have that Saudi money as well. We have to forget. We
Hmm.
all forgot that Newcastle got bought by the Saudi money, and the reason
Yeah.
they couldn't use it because of FFP. So when
Yeah.
they get out of that FFP, they're going to spend money. And
Yeah.
we're seeing that now. They put in the bid for Ekitike. It got rejected. But who's to say
Mhm.
they can't go and put in another bid? But now they have the Liverpool saga as well. It's just a whole it's
Everyone's,
crazy.
but we can't forget City.
You can't
Can't
forget
forget
them, bro. We
City.
can't. Their signings are good signings too.
I
They made
mean,
some
that's three teams with three midfields that are scary. You got City, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
yes, yes. And again, I know we don't like to mention Arsenal, but Arsenal is a team that doesn't concede goals. Pedro, last season Arsenal they just don't concede goals like
They
every
don't.
season.
They don't. But it's so crazy because Arsenal has such a interesting yet weird dynamic where they make it work. Because you look at Arsenal, you're looking at the players, okay, they have quality. But
Mm,
sometimes when you're watching their games, it's as if something's missing. They're scoring the goals and making the plays, but
yeah,
it's like there's just moments where, okay, do more.
yeah. So what are you gonna do now? Like,
What are you gonna do now? Right,
yeah,
correct. Like they're great on set pieces, no doubt
hundred
about
percent,
it. They're the best in the league on set pieces. They've
100%.
solidified that. But in terms of their transitioning, for example, Odegaard, he's he can play. He's a cam, but he doesn't like to shoot.
He doesn't change. I don't know what was happening with him last season. The
He
first season
doesn't
with Arsenal when they like first surprised everybody and started competing in the
exactly.
league. That was
Yeah,
they were playing free flowing football.
yeah,
Everybody was ticking up. We can see that. Okay, fair enough, Arsenal. Like, you did your
yeah,
thing. You came up short, but we know you didn't have the team for that. So we'll give
yeah.
you that pass. Then you go to the next season now, and it gets worse. And we're like, wait, what do you mean it got worse? And then it gets even worse in terms of the play style. So you getting progressively worse in how you play while adding quality to the squad, and it's just like Arteta, what are you doing?
Exactly. So that's why I'm not. I mean, not an Arsenal fan, of course. Yes, I can't stand them, but I'm definitely gonna give flowers where they're due. And Arsenal
Uh,
definitely has earned their flowers across the past 3 seasons because they've been consistent in the league table. They've
mhm.
been competing. It's just their end product. They don't really have much to show for it.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the team in itself is producing results, but at the same time, you can still see the inconsistency.
Yeah, 100. And but they're gonna sign Gyökeres, so they're looking for him
Yeah,
to be that man that's gonna, score the goals that they maybe wouldn't have scored in the
yeah.
last previous seasons, right?
Uh,
So,
mm,
like, that's why I say that Arsenal has to be considered as a contender as well. Because
mhm,
if, let's say, Arteta goes back to that first season where they surprise everyone and starts playing that free flowing football, scoring all those goals and then not conceding, and now they have that target man up front,
mhm,
and he's and that's like people like to like what do you like to say not acknowledge enough
mhm.
Gyökeres because he's in the Portuguese league, but nobody goes and scores 60 goals in a league and it's just not good.
Yeah,
Like
not just that, but people are forgetting that he started in England.
that, and he scored 20 goals no, not 20 goals, like 17 goals in championship. People say it's one of the
Yeah,
hardest leagues in the world, right?
exactly.
And he
He
still got his
started.
bag there.
He was at, it was what, Huddersfield. He was at Brighton. He
Brighton,
was
yeah.
at he,
Coventry.
Coventry. He started, so he already got a feel of what England is like. So it's not like he's
Exactly.
coming to a whole new world. You could even say he's coming back home in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of him to put what he's learned throughout the years back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, what I would like to see, it would really be interesting is with Gyökeres up top, are they going to put Havertz back in the midfield or have him alternate with Gyökeres as a striker?
No, that's the thing because they still have Gabriel Jesus as well, and
Exactly,
it's like, what are they gonna? Is he gonna be a backup and Havertz gonna go to? You're right. He said Havertz gonna
exactly.
be in the midfield slot.
Because if they
Odegaard,
put, because
like,
don't forget, Partey now has this whole situation going on with these legal troubles
oh, he's
now.
done. He's done. He's done.
Exactly.
So they got Zubimendi.
So that's Rice, Odegaard, Havertz in midfield. Who else do they have in their
They have
midfield?
Mikel Marino and Zubimendi
Marino
in
and
midfield as
right,
well.
right. They bought Zubamendi,
Yeah,
so Arsenal has a a
1 year.
good rotation in the midfield. They have Nwaneri on the right. They have
Yeah,
Martinelli and what's his name,
Trossard.
Trossard
That's
on the
lame as
left.
hell though. They need a left winger.
I
They
know,
need a left winger, bro.
but at the same time, you still can't overlook it because they're doing what they're supposed to do for their team. They're
Yeah,
not the prettiest, they're not the most consistent, they're not the most effective when you would like them to be, but they're still doing what they have to do for their team. They're
and they
playing their
got Van
role.
Beek now. Like
Exactly.
they're in talks with Eze. Like if they get Eze as well, it's like rah.
It's a battle
Okay.
because I think Spurs also wants Eze because Spurs
Yep.
can't even. I know Spurs isn't pretty. They finished 17th in the league, but they're making moves. They bought
They beat
Kudus.
us and they're showing like the
Exactly,
Morgan
they
Gibbs
beat
White deal
United.
is kind of seemed to have fallen through for Spurs. The Morgan Gibbs White deal, it like I don't know. I think there's some legal trouble with that deal because of the release clause, and they might have.
Yeah,
I think that they're saying that Spurs might have tapped up the player and said and like they found out about the release clause when they shouldn't have. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? So it's a bit of complications
it's
there.
what was it? The report was they illegally met with Morgan Gibbs White. They didn't follow the proper channels with regards to negotiations and
Yeah,
transfer talks. They did it behind their back. So, I mean, it I hope it's not too serious because you know it's a money making business at the end of the day. All you have
yeah,
to do is
100%.
just put the right number on that check. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
Because
whatever. Yeah,
I think Morgan Gibbs White would be a perfect fit in Spurs midfield because that allows Madison to, be more secure in that midfield where he doesn't
yeah.
have to be the dependent man all the time because Gibbs White could also rotate for him or even start with him and then they have Bissouma at the CDM
Or
or Sar
Bentancur
or
or
Bentancur or
Sar.
Sar.
Yeah,
Exactly. So they can allow their attackers to do what they need to do and instead of always having to play box to box and just sit at the top and deliver play. Because Madison is better as a pocket cam where he collects the ball, make the pass and drive. And Gibbs White, he has the ability where he can pick it up and drive with the ball and make a play. So
yeah.
Gibbs White would be the perfect player in their midfield for them. And then you have Kudus on the wing. You have
With Kulusevski,
Kulusevski as
even Brennan
well.
Johnson puts in numbers as
Brennan.
well.
Exactly.
He does. He
So
does.
Spurs, they've always had their share of bad luck, but they won a title for the first time.
They beat us.
They're coming off of great high spirits. So this season will be a good one for them. But not just talking about the big teams, you can't forget the teams that really shake it up. Aston Villa, Nottingham.
Yeah, yeah.
We mentioned Newcastle, even Brighton.
You're
We
right.
can't forget them
That's who we're
because
competing with.
exactly
That's like it's sad to say, but it's the truth.
because Forest was cooking. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that they lost, lost their step coming on to the end of the season. They couldn't get a Champions League spot, but they qualified for Europe. I mean, Aston Villa, their performance in Champions League, Rashford on with his loan spell, Asensio,
Mm.
Brennan, what's his name, Rogers,
I mean, Duran in the first half of the
the
season, Watkins in the
bro.
second half of the season. Like
They
they did their
you
thing.
can't overlook them. They were balling. So the Premier League has up the level in such a way where before everybody used to talk about the big teams are gonna take it away, they're gonna be able to small teams, but no, it's a matter of you don't know who is going to win, you don't know who's going to
We
perform.
literally have no. I don't think I can make a prediction right now on who's going to win the
Exactly,
league.
you
As
can't,
crazy as it sounds.
because you have championship sides that are competing for Champions League and they're looking good. They're doing
Yeah,
well. They
yeah.
they don't look like the underdog anymore. You have teams like United being the underdog. People like no, it's serious. No, seriously, that's how bad we are. You have United looking like the underdog against Aston Villa, Newcastle, and all these other teams. Like that's how much the league that's how far the league has come.
But look how far we've fallen. Like you gotta say that as
We
well. Like
we've been fell 5 years ago. I'm not
like
gonna lie to you.
we have Pedro. Let's talk about United just for a second. Let's we have been haggling for Buemo for 7 weeks, Pedro. 7 weeks on one deal.
I'm telling you, it's the salary. That 250 salary is what they
7 weeks, Pedro. You can't tell me. You're telling me that we can't negotiate with another player at the same time. Arsenal just closed 3 deals this week.
okay.
Spurs did the
So
same thing last week, and we can't negotiate with any other player because we're haggling over either wages or
I
5 million
agree,
here and two
I
million
agree.
there.
But okay, so my question to you is
Hmm.
who who is or who are the other players that you would negotiate with?
Well, a midfielder I would get. You know the Rios that was from Palmeiras. I will try and get him. He's
Oh,
25
Richard
million.
Rios,
Yeah,
Richard
he's
Rios.
25 million. Why not try
Okay,
and get him in the same? We need a midfielder and to replace
yeah,
Ericsson.
because we
We
do
need
need a
that.
tank. We need fresh legs. Because
Exactly. We need that.
that three in the back formation, that's counter attacking football. So you need
Exactly.
tanks.
So
You
we
need
need
people
someone
who
that
have
can drive with
stamina.
the ball, and we can't.
Exactly.
Mainu's not that player right now. I'm not gonna. I don't want to put all that on him.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? So I
nah.
want that he is still a good option in the squad, and he comes in games and here and there and stuff like that. Because because people are gonna say, oh, last season people were saying Mainu, we could sell him, get rid of him because he's not fitting the system or whatever, whatever. I don't believe that.
Nah,
I don't believe
Me,
that.
Menu's a baller. It's just his role. He's transitioning between 8 and 6, but he's better as a 8.
Yeah, yeah,
That's his position. He's better as a deep line playmaker or a holding. Having him drop back so much to defend, which he can, and he does it well, but he's better as a 8, which is why you need a solid defensive CDM who can do the cleanup, sit in between the center backs, and allow Menu and Bruno to handle the midfield. Bruno's gonna handle the attack.
yeah.
He's gonna ask for the ball to foot and then
Well,
whipping a
should we have sold him
pass.
though? I think we should have sold Bruno for that 100 million.
And then do what? He's literally the only player we
And
have that has been
and
doing something.
and then invest in the squad.
In investing who?
What do you mean invest in who? You have 100 million now on top of what you've had, right? And then you can get a quality, like get a Wharton or a Baleba. Adam Wharton for Crystal Palace or a Brighton and go get Baleba. Get him in that midfield. And then get
Okay.
put some of that money into the attack as well, and it will create more balanced team. I'm not saying
Okay.
that Bruno's shit by the way, and that like I'm not
No.
too mad about him staying or whatever, but me personally, I would have said, all right, you tried your best. It's not all your
No.
fault. We, as a club, have failed you in
No.
some senses, and you have failed us in some senses.
No.
Take the 100 million now, and let's
No.
build in the squad. That's what I would have done.
No. I'll tell you why that would have been a terrible decision. You just said it.
Mm,
It's because that is not all his fault and he's trying his best. Why we should not sell him? Because the system that Amrim is running, like I said, is counter-attacking football.
mm.
It does not make sense having a whole bunch of 8s and 6s who do not know how to progress the football properly. You still need a cam, is which is great. bought Cunha because, of
Yeah,
course,
I love
um,
Cunha. I love that
what's
signing.
his name? Mount. Mount would have been a great duo with Bruno, but he's injury prone.
Too injury prone.
It's too injury prone.
Like
So
Mount can
the
just stay on the bench. He can just stay on the
Exactly.
bench.
And he's better off the bench. There's no telling what's going to happen to him during the game. So he's better off the bench. So Cunha and Bruno will be a perfect link up in the attacking midfield because Cunha is more the driving player. Bruno likes to, as I said, Bruno likes to collect the ball, look for a pass. He'll do a little, dribble up top or whatever, but Bruno likes to free roam and collect the ball and then whip in. He's always looking for that quick break to whip in. With Cunha
Yeah, but I
being
think he
there,
does it too much though. I think he does it in moments where he
but
doesn't need to do it.
true, there are a lot of times where he forces it, but that's the beauty of not just football, but also creativity in itself. You need
Mm,
that player that is going to force the rest of the players to get on board.
I understand.
Do you have a choice? You either want to play or you can go. Yes, I may not always get the ball to your foot or get it in the space 9 times out of 10, but
Yeah,
you see what I'm trying to do. I'm
yeah,
basically telling you, run.
yeah,
Force the defense off balance. Do something.
yeah,
Do your job. I'm trying here.
yeah.
Help. We have
But
to work
and
together.
to be fair to him, a lot the last season especially players like Garnacho and stuff were not stepping up in moments that we needed them to.
Exactly.
They
That's what
just
I'm
weren't.
saying.
They just
That's
weren't.
what that's why people like to
Hoyland,
give Bruno a lot
Hoyland,
of
and oh Hoyland, oh
exactly. We
God,
don't have
he's
we don't have a striker that does anything. So
yo
when you
Hoyland's
have a
awful,
player
man.
like
Sorry, he's
when you
awful.
have a player like Bruno that is literally trying, and you can see it in his gameplay where he's trying to get it through to his, yeah, he has a bit of an attitude problem. He complains a lot, he's always
Yeah,
more, you know,
yeah,
cool. That happens. Every player has their own personality, but you can see what Bruno's trying to do. Regardless of what people say, the stats speak for itself. Every single season, he's always in the top three of midfielders in the season with regards to chance creation, pass attempts, pass completions, everything.
yeah.
He's
Goals and
always
assists,
in a
whatever,
high
whatever.
percentile. He's always trying.
Right, I
And
understand.
so that's why I say if we sold him, it wouldn't have made sense because Cunha is a different player to him.
Mm.
If we sold him, we would need two solid eights or two solid sixes
Yeah, we would.
that can hold that midfield while Cunha stays up top.
So why not? Okay, that's a good point. So why not with the 100 million that we would have got for him? Now I'm
Hmm.
not saying right or wrong or right. I'm just asking a question.
Hmm.
Why not have gone and signed like a profile like a Richard Rios plus a profile like a Baleba or someone like that can drive the ball forward like both of them and then have that as our midfield core. You have Menu, you have the Casemiro, you even have Ugarte who's good in big games like that can
Okay,
come off the bench and be a dog and just do whatever he has to do. Do you have that as your midfield six? What's the problem with that when you have Cunha and Buemo, Ahmad, whatever up front?
okay. Put it in a different perspective. Let's look
Mm,
at the midfielders that we have right now. So
mm,
there's Bruno. We just
mm,
got Cunha.
mm,
There's Mount, even though he's injured. Mount is still there. Casemiro, Manu, Ugarte. All right?
mm.
Six midfielders.
You said
Three.
Cunha's a midfielder?
He's a cam, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but I would call him a midfielder. Like I'm talking about mainly like in the like center of the park, not necessarily. Yes, Cunha could play cam. We know that already. He could do that
Hmm.
center forward role kind of thing. I wouldn't necessarily call him a midfielder.
But he's a cam. So that's what he's there to do.
Like
He's
he's
the
an attack.
attacking
I would call him
midfielder.
an attacker. I wouldn't really put him in the
He's a
midfield
cam.
category.
He's a camp.
Like,
That's what we bought him for. So, but no, just listen to my
but,
madness for a second. Listen to my madness for a second, because I'm gonna get to what you're getting at. So,
okay,
you're
sorry.
looking at the players who are basically supposed to be both the creators and the cleanup crew in the
Right,
midfield to
right,
progress the football forward.
right.
Sell Bruno. You bring in a Richard Rios or whoever that you mentioned, right?
Mm,
Who's starting? Who's benching?
okay. Now, let's say we bring in Balaba and Richard Rios.
Uh huh.
That's just hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting Balaba as a starter. I have
Well,
to because,
well,
as you said, we need that midfielder profile that can progress the ball from deep. We have to have that in a system that we're playing because
mm-hmm.
we need, it's a kind of an up and down kind of system. You know what I'm saying? We all have to defend as a unit and attack as a unit for it to
Mm-hmm.
work, right? No, honestly, right? that second midfield slot is a debate. It's a very, very big debate because you want to say Casemiro because Casemiro was very good the last part of the season last season, but
He was.
who's to say that the age might not catch up to him and he might be a bit of a of a people can get past him very easily because just because of legs, not because of his quality, just because of legs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ugarte has question marks on him too.
Mm-hmm.
He has a very divided opinion in the fan base. Some people
Mm-hmm.
don't really like him at all. Some people say yeah, he's decent. You got
Mm-hmm.
Menu's not really a like a CDM kind of player. He can do it, but so it's a little bit of the debate. So I do see what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. It's kind of I would say it's been more of a risk in a sense if we were to sell Bruno,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't because for all we know that could work. You can get a Richard Rios, you can get the blah blah, it puts together, it works, and it's the greatest thing in the world, right? But flip the other side of the coin. What we have right now, weirdly enough, it could work. It could work.
That's what I'm
You,
saying.
randomly, it could work. I'm not gonna say it wrong because for all I know, Bruno and whoever else comes in and just be, like just doing their
Exactly.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. So what I think should be the focus is not
Mm.
the midfield because we have the players that can do
I
the
would say we still
jobs.
need a midfielder, Pedro. We need
No,
one, at
we
least
have
one. We need one.
no.
We need
If
one. We
if you get
need a
if you get
midfielder.
another one, you have to sell someone. You have to sell someone between Casemiro, Mount, and Ugarte. Because I don't.
Mount is playing. Mount is actually going to play in the two cams up top. He's playing in one of
Yeah,
them. So Mount's not going to play in that midfielder role. So Mount's going to be backup for Cunha. So if Mount is backup for Cunha, we still need a midfielder.
but that's why you have Menu, Casemiro, and Ugarte.
Yeah, but Pedro, I'm just saying, like, we need that. We don't have a ball
No,
progressor, bro. We don't have a ball progressor. We need that profile.
which is why we have Cunha. That's what I'm saying.
But
You
we can't
have
just have
Bruno.
Cunha as the only ball progressor. We need it from
Why
deep.
not?
Cunha can't just always be the one to drop and like he's gonna do it
No,
naturally. But we
no,
need another one.
I'm not saying
We need a
Bruno has to
combative
be.
midfielder.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Bruno has to always drop, which is why I'm saying, okay, this is why I said Menu
Mm,
is better at as an eight than a six because
mm,
Menu has the ability to hold that eight, that holding eight position and transition the ball forward to Bruno or Cunha, who can then distribute the pass or dribble through if a player walks not.
well, Bruno
That's
doesn't dribble, but I understand what you're
as
saying.
that no, but
I understand what you're
Casa,
saying.
a player like Casemiro, who's more on the defensive side, he's the cleanup. He's gonna man mark, cut passing his or whatever, do the physical work. Menu no. Menu's more the slow the football down type of flair
Yeah,
and
play at his
reset.
own pace.
Stay composed and look for a pass.
Yeah,
Bruno no. He's looking for that quick break over the top
yeah,
or through the passage. And then
yeah.
you have Cunha who can collect. Like say like what Chelsea system. You have Palmer who can play on the right, but at Cam, he's gonna pick up the pieces after Caicedo and Enzo do the dirty work. Because you give Palmer too much space in that midfield, it's a goal.
But we're playing a
He's
back
gonna
three. We're not playing a back four.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you don't need another midfielder in a back four and in a back three, sorry. Because as I
Mm.
said, back three is counter-attacking football. You need tanks. You need legs and stamina. Our attack is fine. We just have no end product. But it's our
But we need a striker. We
defense.
still need a striker. We still
Yeah,
need a striker.
we still
Yeah,
need a striker that can finish. But
yeah.
when you watch all the games from this season alone,
Mm.
whether you want to believe it or not, United has one of the highest success rates in terms of getting the ball forward. We just don't finish. Now, when it's the transition on
Or would we go to final 30 fuck up?
exactly. Now, when it comes to the defensive process, now where we're defending on the opposing team's counter, our defenders don't understand their positioning well enough to know how far to go up, when to
Mm.
approach, when to stay compact, and what's not. Because our wing backs are not in sync. We have Dogo who likes to join the attack as he should, because that's the basis of
Yeah,
his position.
yeah,
That's the whole idea of having a wing back,
yeah.
joining the attack and then cutting in. So when Dogo's up front, looking for that whip in, Dalot is still by the halfway line, sitting when he should be up there too, or
That's
at least
why.
coming
That's
in
why,
to
right?
drop in.
That's why I would, if we do sign on Bemo, because I honestly at this point I don't know if it's gonna happen. I will
I
put
don't know either.
I'm mad at right wing back, and then put Mbemo on that right cam, and then we sign a new striker, put Cunha in left cam, Dorgu left wing back, Bruno and another midfielder next to him. with
I
with
kind of
with
like Ahmad though.
Casemiro, Ugarte, and Manu as depth.
I like Ahmad at that right wing though.
I like him at right wing back. Honestly, I like him better there
He's
because I
better at right wing than right wing back because
I
if you
think he's
have
better
him
at right wing back because he gets more of the ball.
exactly because if you have him at right wing back now, you have to switch Mazurai's position because Mazurai
Mazraoui
said he
bench, 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 bench,
I,
bench, bench,
but
bench.
Mazurai can play. I don't want him
Nah,
on
nah,
the
he's a baller. He's
bench.
a baller. He's a baller.
He's
No,
a
no, 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 no.
baller.
I'm not saying he's not a baller and he can't start some games, but I would Mike back three for me right now would be Euro. Euro has to be there. Euro's a baller by the way. He's mint. Heaven has to start. That's my crazy show. Heaven is a baller.
You mean
Invest in
the
Heaven.
you
That's
mean
who invest in.
the young kid?
Aid in Heaven. Invest in him
He's
next
a
season.
baller. I want him to start
Invest in him
so
next
bad.
season. He is. He is.
He's a baller.
He's lovely. He's
He's a
lovely.
baller.
He looks so composed. He's good on the ball. He could
Yeah,
pass. He could
he's a
defend.
baller.
I like
Yeah,
him. You know what I'm saying? He's strong,
yeah,
and he's only gonna get stronger and develop more. So I
yeah.
think we
He's
should
a
invest in him.
baller.
And just to get a little bit of experience, no, for me, it's either Delay or Maguire. Crazy
Yeah,
enough.
correct.
Crazy
No,
enough.
I agree. I agree because Martinez is, always getting
Injured.
injured. So
Yeah, yeah,
his position as well is also questionable because we just got rid of Malacia,
yeah,
Garnacho,
yeah. Well, we didn't get rid of them yet,
Sancho. Well,
but
not yet, but they're the ones. It's Malacia, Garnacho, Rashford,
Sancho and
Sanchez,
Anthony.
Sancho, and Anthony that are set to leave.
Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, you have Shaw, who, in my opinion, his time at United is up. In my opinion,
Yeah, he has to go. He has to go.
it's up. So with if he were to leave, I'm sorry, what is Martinez to rotate with Dogu on that left wing back, and
Martinez
then
at left wing back.
hear me out,
Bruh, why not?
hear me
I'd
out,
rather play Delo there.
hear me out. We're not playing a back four anymore. We're playing
Yeah,
a
I know,
back
but
three.
Martinez at left wing back is
Hear me
crazy.
out.
Now
Hear me
he
out.
can't run no more.
If our center backs can be fit, I don't want Martinez to run. I don't want him to run. You have to understand how the player plays, and then you have to know how to adapt them to the system. If our center backs can be fit and we have a solid back three, as you said, Euro, Delete or Maguire, and Heaven.
Heaven, you
No,
can say
Heaven,
Martinez can rotate with him too.
even so, but just to start, because we know Heaven isn't gonna start just like that.
Yeah, yeah, he probably won't.
So
He
the
probably won't.
starters are more than likely going to be Euro, Delete,
And
and
Maguire.
Maguire.
I think it'll be more Euro than
Correct.
Maguire in the three.
So it's gonna be the
Yeah,
three of them until Martinez is back fit.
yeah. I mean,
Martinez coming
yeah.
back fit, he's either going to be put in that center back role or he's going to drift out to the left back position.
I think he'll be a center back still. I don't think he'll play. I think that the Dorgu, I think Dorgu's gonna have that side along with Delo because Delo is still gonna need game time. Delo is still
Yeah,
he's still
he
a
is.
good squad option. He could do right wing back, left wing back, right center back, left center back. He could do so many different things for your team that like he's gonna get playtime. We know he's gonna get playtime. So I think Martinez is more so gonna be center back depth, and he's gonna
Mhm.
probably end up being on the bench a lot because it takes after ACL, it takes a while. Like it takes
Yeah,
long to get back to like
yeah,
playing how you used to play or whatever, you know.
exactly. And
So
then you have Mazuari, who's also stated that he prefers right center back.
yeah, yeah, he could be that for right center back. I
Instead
don't mind that.
instead of But see, here's my thing about three in the back formations because I hate three in the back and five in the back formations. They're the
Mhm.
worst formations in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
But having three center backs, you need strength, speed, agility.
Yeah, yeah,
Height is a
and
must.
height as well.
Now,
Height as well. Yeah.
Mazuari, he's a baller, but as a right center back, he's too easily beaten.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He gets
doesn't
burned.
have he
He gets
doesn't
burned.
have the physicality. That's why I prefer him at right wing back because he can transition the ball.
Yeah, but
He's calm,
Ahmad at
composed.
right wing back gets the ball
No,
and goes. He
no, I want
goes.
Ahmad up top because Ahmad is always going to be looking for that drive, that dribble, or that square about that cross. He's always going to be looking for that space
But
to
then
get
when
the
we get in
ball.
Wenmo's not going to want to be on the bench.
You can put him on the left because we don't have anybody on the left right now.
Cunha's going to play at left cam. Then what?
See, this is why I hate three in the back. Because I forgot we have Cunha. This is why I hate three in the back.
You see, that's why. So I think Ahmad's gonna play right wing
'Cause-
back.
right, because I forgot the three in the back formation
It's a
is not.
cams, yeah. It's
Yeah,
two
yeah,
cams up top,
it's
then two
two
midfielders.
cams. It's two cams, then the midfielders. You're not playing
Yeah,
with wingers.
yeah,
Ah, I hate three in the
yes.
back.
So it has to be Ahmad at right wing back and Wemo at right cam, Cunha left cam, and then the new striker. It has to be.
I
Like
hate
you
this.
can't
I
have
hate this
Ahmad on
so
the
much. But
bench. We need that call. You can't
you're
have
right.
Wemo on
You're
the
right.
bench.
You're right.
You
Diallo would have to be at right wing back.
you have to do it. You have to.
Oh my days.
It has to happen, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I think it will work because he's finally gonna have someone good to link up with. Because what was the problem was when he was at right wing back, where you would say that maybe he wasn't the best, is that when he gets up there, who is he gonna link with? He gets crowded. You double on him now, and then what?
Mm-hmm.
Then what? Like we know that Garnacho ain't doing nothing on that other side. So you don't need to worry about it. That's how the teams were playing against us. I'm not saying that Garnacho doesn't have quality, whatever people's opinions on him or whatever. I'm just saying what teams look like when they were playing us is let's double up on Ahmad or triple up on Ahmad, cut
Mm-hmm.
down Ahmad, and that's it. That's our team. That's it. Done. Ahmad's done. The whole team's done. That's how it was working last game. So he tried to put him in the right 10 to maybe get him closer to goal, and he started doing well for a couple of games, but then people started figuring out, crowding him, and again,
Mm-hmm.
attack died. It's what it was. And now we have Cunha. We have someone else on the left that they have to worry about. You cannot not worry about Cunha. He
Correct.
showed 2 seasons back to back in the Prem, 15 plus goals. He's
Correct.
done it in the league
Yeah.
for a Wolves team that's almost relegated twice.
True.
So he has to play right back for me. He has to. He has to. Gotta be on
So
that
okay.
pitch.
So all right. So if the yellow goes at right wing back, what happens to Mazuari and Dalo?
Now you see, that's what I'm saying. Now Dalo might end up being depth for Dorgo on the left, or
No,
or
Dalo's
or
terrible on the left.
hold on, or Amrin's gonna do a thing where and Wembo doesn't play 90 minutes every game, or Ahmad doesn't play 90 minutes every game, and one of them comes off for a Delo or comes off for a Mazawari, or because he likes to change his center backs as well. He likes to sub center backs during games, so he might sub off a center back, bring on a Mazza at right center back or a Delo at right center back. They will play games. He loves doing it. He does it every game. He subs off a center back every game.
I think it would be better to solidify the starters for the back line and then look at a rotation between Embuemo and Diallo at that right cam.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, quality and
That
depth,
would-
quality and
that would-
depth.
that would, that would be better. Now, of course, Embuemo's gonna want to start, and so is Diallo.
Yeah, we have
But
one game a week, We're not in Europe.
I know. So based on how I would do it, because I don't know what goes through a manager's head. I could only think as in a player's perspective. But say if I were a manager and I were managing a team like United with that formation and system and the players that they have or the type of players that they have, depending on the team that we're playing, because don't forget we have Sunderland coming up, Burnley coming
Uh
up,
Leeds,
and
Leeds.
Leeds coming back, right?
But we don't care
So
about Leeds. They'll go seven.
Burnley and Leeds are coming back. They already have an idea of how to play in the Prem. Sunderland is gonna be fresh meat. We now have to
Yeah,
see who they are. We've seen what they can do in the championship. Now we have to see if they can do that plus more in the Prem. They don't have Joe Bellingham anymore. He's gone to Dortmund,
they
which
made
I
some good
think
signings though. They've made
they
some guy
have,
named Diarra. They
but
signed Adingra. You
they
know,
have they have. But I think that um
there's Afcon as well. I'm not gonna go to Afcon in January, so you won't be playing for us in January.
well, that's where no, but Mbeumo's gonna go too because
Maybe.
isn't good
Oh,
Christ,
that's both of them actually.
good
Both of them
Christ.
will be gone.
Oh my
So that's
goodness.
why I'm saying that the Low and the rest of them are gonna play games. They're going to play games because when Ahmad and Wembama are not going to come back and just start instantly if those players that came in and were playing well. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. All right. I would do it
It's
like this. I would do it like this. Depending on who we're playing, depending on the team. So if we're playing a more attacking based team,
Mm,
I would start Embuemo.
okay, okay,
Because
okay.
and Buemo's play style, he's a more, how would you say, a more timing effective player. He can drive, he can dribble, he can get past, but he's gonna more so look for play. Whereas Amalo, Diallo, sorry, Amad Diallo, he's more gonna look to drive. drive to
Yeah.
the lane, and then dribble or make a pass. So it's two different play styles. So according to the team that we're playing, I would say start that player accordingly and then substitute the other. So say if we're still draw or we're down or we're only like up by one goal going into the second half, in like the 55th to 65th minute, bring on the attacking player who can then
Mm,
attack and force the defense. If
I
you get what I'm
understand what you're
trying to
saying.
say.
I
So
understand what you're saying. It's
depending
that'll
on
be some good
who
rotation, I guess.
exactly,
Yeah.
so put them as rotational. They're both getting to start. They're both getting minutes regardless.
Mm,
Because as you said, Kuni's gonna be on that right cam.
left
So
cam. But
all
yeah.
depending on which team they're playing, you would know who to start, who to bench, and how to rotate them. That's how I would say it, do it.
I mean,
Cause
fair enough.
yeah,
Or like I just
Afcon. Oh, good lord, I forgot about Afcon.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, look. Manchester United right now is a big debate. There's everything going on right now. We don't even know if Mbemo's actually going to be our player. We're not really
Exactly.
linked to anyone. We need a goalkeeper too, by the way, because
We do.
if we do keep Onana, which I hope to God we don't, he's going to go to Afcon too. So we don't even have a keeper because Bayinder's probably going to leave.
I don't
We're
think he
not going to
should
want to see
though.
Tom Heaton as our goalkeeper in Prem.
I don't think Bayern should leave. It's only been one season.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
he should leave.
I mean,
But damn.
yes.
And isn't it is next year's World Cup, so it's World Cup qualifiers as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of games again. It's gonna
Because
be a lot of games.
Casemiro is gonna go for World Cup.
Oh
Menu's gonna go
yeah.
for World Cup. Bruno's
And we
gonna
have to
go
say
for World
injuries are gonna
Cup.
happen too, dog. Injuries are going to happen.
Cunha's gonna be going for World Cup. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And if more of our players perform well, let's say they perform well, they're all going. Menu's gonna go. Let's say Mount has a crazy season, he's gonna go because he's a favorite for England. They love him. They love him. Dalot is definitely going.
Mount not getting in that English side. Sorry.
Yeah, he definitely won't. I don't think he will. But I'm
Nah,
just
he's not
saying,
getting in
like
that
he
English side.
miraculously decides to go and put in crazy GA. Thomas Tuchel is the manager for England. So honestly, and he loved Mount. He's the one that revived Mount's career, and the reason that he even got moved to us. So I mean, like,
It's
it's gonna
over.
be crazy.
It's over for United. As I said, as I had told you, I don't even care anymore. I just watch football now. I don't have any more tears. I don't have any more tears left. I don't have any. I can't crash out. I don't have any more tantrums. All I do is just watch football now. I just want
Honestly,
to watch
right?
football.
Only
I
because
don't
of this
care anymore.
channel that I have the patience to be doing this, but
I don't care anymore.
I don't want to be crashing out over United anymore.
No, I don't
I
care.
can't do it. I can't.
No, I don't care anymore. It's United.
It's just sad. We're not people. I have a friend that thinks that we should win the league next season or nothing. We have to win the league next season or nothing. And I'm telling him like, bro, I know you want to keep the
no,
standards high and you want to say over Manchester United and stuff, but
no.
big man, we are not
if you
winning the league
if
next season.
if it was a case where he said, "Oh, you have a chance of winning Carabao Cup or FA Cup,"
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
but
but
league,
no,
no.
nah, nah.
I
I told him like we would
I
have to go from one of the worst teams in the league to one of the best teams in the world. Because
yeah,
to win the Premier League, you have to be one of the best teams in the world.
exactly.
And there's I don't even think there's a 1% chance of us miraculously just becoming this team that's just bopping everyone off the park. Just like
Mm-mm.
anyone that comes to us is gonna beat like
Especially when you have teams like Liverpool and City with the
bro.
players that they have and they're signing.
Anfield and Etihad and the
Come on,
Emirates are and St James's Park are
come
going to
on.
be long days.
Uh,
Villa Park, oh,
exactly. Chelsea's in a rebuilding stage with their youngsters. Everybody balling
we
up.
have Arsenal
All
the
right,
first game of the season, you know.
exactly.
We have
Exactly.
Arsenal the first game.
Uh-uh. Nah.
The first game, Pedro.
We would be I don't
Ooh,
want to say lucky because I don't believe in luck or anything like that, but for based off of how we played last season going into this new season,
God,
Amarim's best bet would be to
that's great.
solidify a top seven spot.
Yep, seventh or eighth.
Top seven spot or top five so that he could get into European League at least.
No, but
At
if you finish
least.
fifth, you get Champions League now. Remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, damn.
So seventh is Conference League. I think eighth can get Conference League too,
Right.
depending on if the team above you like go far in a cup or something like that.
Right. So yeah, top seven finish in the league and compete for Carabao Cup and FA Cup.
And
If
Spurs are
he
still there
if
too, bro.
if he get- and Spurs are still there.
Spurs are still
So
there. So we're fighting
If
with so many teams, and they're signing more than us. They're doing more than us, and we're the only team with one signing. We finished 15th and have one signing, Pedro. You know how crazy that is?
I'll, t-
One signing, bro.
I'll tell you
All
what,
the other teams are making signings every day.
I'll tell you what. I know it's preseason, and preseason doesn't really help anything, but
Yeah,
let's see how they match up in preseason.
yeah. We have to. We
That's
don't have a
that.
choice. We
And,
don't have a
and
choice.
it's
We
so
don't have a
sad
choice.
to
We
say
don't have
that
a
we have
choice.
to depend on preseason
Yeah,
to see how our team is going to
but it's our
play. But
reality. It's our
that's the
reality.
reality of it now.
We have a game on
Let's see.
Saturday. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, because there is what is
Leeds.
the preseason. The preseason is in America, so it starts off in America for us against Everton and
Yeah,
West
next
Ham
week.
and
Yeah,
what's not. So
yeah.
we'll see how those are, and then we'll see because the league starts August 16th.
Bro, we're almost there. The league is
Exactly,
starting in a month from tomorrow,
exactly.
and
It's
we
in
have
a
one
month.
signing.
Exactly.
The preseason
So
tour starts next week. You have one signing.
exactly. So we
It's
will
scary.
see how they play in the preseason. We'll see how our players are looking. We'll see what the matchups are like. Who's gonna be the main starters? Who's gonna be bench rotation? All of that. That's the best. That's the best I can say.
Yeah, that's all we
Just
can do.
wait till preseason.
Wait till preseason. But people,
Wait till
people, people,
preseason.
if you guys enjoyed the video, man, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, man. And check out my boy. I'll put my boy
Exactly.
Pedro's stuff inside of the description. Please go check out his stuff. He's doing some fitness page stuff now. If you guys into gymming and stuff like that, you can hit him up. You know, this is the man for you, man. This
For
is the
sure.
man for
For
you.
sure.
You know what I'm
Trying to
saying?
think. Trying to think. Trying to
And we're
think.
so close to 100 subscribers. We're almost there, people. Let's reach it. Let's get there. And let's
For
keep
sure.
pushing. I'll
Like,
see you on the
comment, and
next video.
subscribe.
Peace out.